Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. The last time you all saw me here, I was packing for my trip to Japan and I'm back. Alright, travel day is here and we're waiting to board our flight to Minneapolis, and then from Minneapolis we will be heading to Haneda Airport. I have this gorgeous leather croc skin bag from Ramin, and it's carried all my essentials from my passport to my ID. It also fits like a mini book that I want to read, one from Toni Morrison. So, and then just like travel kits, so lip gloss, perfume, and all of those little essentials. I'm going to do a little bit of work right now at the airport. Also, I feel like I didn't show you all my nails. I went to this nail salon very late yesterday, but I was lucky enough to get someone to just do a quick fix up. So I went for a metallic gray. I'm like, gray has been my current color for this season, and the lady at the nail salon mentioned that, oh yeah, gray is like a lucky charm color. I mean, we all would want to have our grace and luck coming from God, but anyways, that said, I'm going to do some work, so without much ado, I'll see you all soon, okay? Alright, stopped by to get like one of these neck pillows, and we're about to board for a 12-hour flight, and I'll see you guys in Japan.
Are you in line?
So,
I pressed the middle, wasn't part of the process.
finally boarded.
I've had it and it's fantastic. Do you want me to?
Your flight is now ready for boarding.
What assistance is available to
So I arrived at Haneda. This is my first time flying into Haneda. The last time I flew into Japan, I flew in through Narita. I didn't want to take that long trip to Tokyo. Once you land, I would advise that you get some cash. I got to the information center and they suggested that if I wanted to be able to transfer on different metro buses without like going through the hassle of using cash and purchasing tickets, that I could get the Passmo card, and which is what I did. So I got the Passmo card and took the train. First stop was the Tokyo Tower Hotel, and I would recommend this to anyone. During the cherry blossom season, the hotel sells out of its rooms, so you probably would not find a reservation. But any other time in the year, if you're lucky, if you can book in time. I booked my hotel stay in January, knowing that I was going to be visiting the end of March. So if you're lucky, just try to book way ahead of time. They sell out easily, and you get this gorgeous view of the Tokyo Tower, which is a replica to what you get with the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Absolutely amazing. The buffet menu is mind-blowing. So try to book ahead of time. I booked my stay in January knowing that I was going to be there around like late March. I have no notes. I feel like I got a better service than how much I paid for my rooms. They're not cheap, but at the same time they're not expensive, and the service you get is exceptional. If you want to get the full experience, I'll recommend getting the club room and also access to the executive lounge. I'm still thinking about the pastries, the welcome. It was just something that I needed to feel like this year was going to be amazing again. It was beautiful, indescribable. I'm using words that I can use to describe my experience right now, but I don't think it captures how I really felt in the moment. And I also loved the rooms. Of course, Japan is known for their bidets, and this is just exceptional because the bathroom was structured differently. Have your shower and also where the sink is. I loved the modular design of the room, and it also has a balcony where you could walk out and see the Tokyo Tower, which is a replica of what you get with the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And then on the second day, headed out to teamsLab for an immersive art experience. I loved how there was this transition from water to land to air. A lot of colors. It's so interesting seeing so much color that is positioned in a city or town that is known for its muted tones and brown, and it's a vibrant culture, but and like couched in muted aesthetic. So it was nice to go to teamsLab and experience like colors and all of this immersive experience. Stopped by, they have a donut spot there, which you all, if you want to, you need to check it out. Went to the Prince Gallery Hotel in Tokyo, which is different from the Prince Park. You will get to see a lot of Prince related hotels. Opposite was Minato, which is an amazing spot to visit, especially at night, where you get to experience the city and the vibrancy. People are off work. There's like bars, places to have ramen, sushi. There's 7-Eleven, just an amazing nightlife that is happening opposite. And then there's like the subway that takes you straight to Ginza to explore the town. Tokyo does not sleep, especially if you visit places like Shinjuku. You know that it's all vibey up until like 3 or 4 a.m. At the Prince Gallery, we ended up going to Mount Fuji. It was a day trip. We just literally went on Get Your Guide, found some guy who luckily his tour was not full, and paid, I believe, $60 per person for that excursion. And it would take you through 6 stops at the Mount Fuji area where you get to see Mount Fuji from different areas. I know. So you have 2 minutes. at Mount Fuji. Oh, I love these tops. Yeah, expensive. So add like a lot of granite. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Ooh, oh, I thought that was big.
It is. No, the potato.
That's what it is. Yeah. Coffee, donuts, hot dog. I said hot dog, yo.
I saw that really fast and I was like,
Every culture has their way of doing like
but I want to go to the
beverages.
OGs.
So the Koreans are the ones that are known for
Yeah.
rice crackers.
Scallop skewers. Wagyu beef. Tongue skewer.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try it. Sorry.
Okay, you see the eel? Oh god. I said that I wanted to, but I don't think I want to do it today.
Yeah, you're on the road.
Yeah.
You do that kind of thing and you go back to your hotel.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Right. I'm not trying to choke up out here.
what do you think that is? Oh,
The squid.
squid. No.
Like, no thanks.
I swear I'm actually trusting this tripod because
It really does. Oh, we just at the right time. Real one.
yeah. That's why he was flooring the vehicle. He was like flying. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And they said that he changed the order of the schedule. So he's getting ahead of the crowd.
He was like, do Mount Fuji first.
Yeah. Well, we're still doing it. Like, because we still haven't went to Lawson, which is where people take that photo outside of the gas station.
The art chasing the sun.
What we need to see.
Out of plain town. Apple, you all ate with this dual screen. You know, you did something. It's a vlogger's dream. Like, see me, see waiting at the C2. Those two things together. Bam.
There's more.
It's so good. Oh, this is so
I see.
good.
I'm gonna have one right now.
It is so good. A good human being.
Like, I haven't felt bloated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outfit of the day. My top is from Isimiyaki. My pants are white project. Adidas boots. My pretty film camera. Yeah.
Yeah, the clouds are stuff.
Fuji is invisible because of these clouds like scattering. Now it just looks like a bunch of clouds overhead. But y'all had seen. I'm glad because imagine if we came by this time, we would not see the full beauty.
When he saw it was clear, he was like, we gotta go.
Yeah. Sorry. We made it to the peak. Usually around this time the cherry should have blossomed. But I'm finishing an ice cream. Wow. The wind.
When you're washing,
Yeah.
don't wash white clothes.
Okay.
And maybe color a little bit out.
Okay.
So
Don't wash.
twist 3 times.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah,
How much is the hat?
3,000.
Oh, okay.
This is hand.
Hand, okay.
Also, this is hand and cotton.
Okay.
Mix.
Mix, okay. Oh, that's nice.
No, I like the color of the hat.
Yeah.
So you want one of the hats?
No, because I mean, my hair is always out, so it makes sense.
I like it.
Well, I'm unsure.
I like it, but okay. Yeah. Gonna be walking around.
That one up.
So that is the life. Can you guys see those little pods over there? It's facing it's facing Mount Fuji directly. So you could wake up in the morning and your view would be a direct view of Mount Fuji. That is life. And the lake, yeah. So yes, that is the life. Like you could see that, you could see the lake, and when the cherry blossoms bloom, you're also going to see the cherry blossoms. Like, yeah, that is cool. I wonder what that is. You have to check it out. So it was nice really exploring Fuji and its environs. I also got a pant from there, like a barrel pant, which again is a style that is unique to Japan. For this trip, I didn't just want to buy things that everyone recommended or people recommend. I wanted to buy things that I felt drew me to the culture of Japan, but also things that I would love and appreciate in the long run, purchasing them. Stopped at this store that sold paper mash, so you could get like hats that were made from paper and you could literally wash them. So the hats, the purse, bags, everything was made of paper. Yeah, t-shirt. You're like, oh, I said I must spend more money. Okay.
Your purchase for my
Three
82.
or 82. Cute. First feel that. I got like this bushu hat, which is very hard to find a bushu hat just in a regular store in Tokyo because of the indigo process. It's a technique that is unique to Japan, and so that's why they also have like wonderful denim. So I got a indigo or a bushu hat. I also got a key holder, which I really like. I'm obsessed with it. The initial idea about visiting Japan about around this time of the year was to see the cherry blossoms, and we had planned our itinerary in such a way that we would see the cherry blossom in Osaka, but at the time we visited, the cherries were just very few and far in between, and you could not see them in all its glory. Yeah, but I wasn't able to see the cherry blossom until we went back to Tokyo, and on returning to Tokyo, it was like the end of March, almost leading up to April, and so there were spots where the cherries had bloomed. And one of the stops, we went to Meguro because we literally spent one whole day hunting cherry blossoms, and we went to Meguro. The cherries had not blossomed yet. It's such a beautiful and quaint city. I'm glad that I got the experience of visiting Meguro, because I don't think, like, if I wasn't chasing the cherry blossoms, that I would have intentionally gone to that city. After chasing the cherry blossoms for the whole day and not seeing it, we ended up in this town called Rikugien, and they have like a day showing of the cherry blossom. I believe the whipping tree, the whipping cherry blossom, and a night showing. We are here. so the night showing was what we ended up seeing. In my head, I thought, well, that was going to be the only time we would see any kind of cherry blossom event or activity. It was so beautiful. There was like a event around it. If you're ever going to see the Rikugien cherry blossom event, try to make it by 5 p.m. because the line is long. So we're lucky because we wanted to catch the daytime showing and arrived there just a few minutes before 5, and we were not allowed in. So ended up staking it out and waiting till the night showing, which started around 6:30. I believe it's 1,000 yen or 1,400 yen per person to get in, and it was really beautiful. You get to see an immersive experience around the sound and the blossom. There's also this beautiful view of, I'm trying to remember what the name, I think the boson tree. I can't remember what it's called, but you get to see a beautiful landscape of Japan at night. In March, it's pretty cold, so pack up something that is comforting. And I'm glad that I took this nice sweater from, I believe, Rotate. It was such a good sweater to have with me. I wore it almost every day of my trip. Ended up stopping at Asakusa, which is where you find one of the oldest temples in Japan, Sensoji Temple. It's really crowded during the spring. The last time I visited Sensoji was in 2023, and at that time, if I knew that people would have a Japanese crave, I should have taken the pictures of all of the areas, angles, and everything. But it was where I was able to get like my full cherry blossom experience. Like the whole trip came together nicely. I got a kimono, which the color of that kimono made me feel regal. I cried. I'm not joking. I cried once the final, like my kimono was put together. I would leave a link in the caption or description of the store that I got my kimono rental from. I thought that it was a wonderful experience. I would recommend, if you're getting a kimono rental, to get a kimono rental with the hair service because it brings the whole look together. It was also my first time wearing the Japanese geta, and that stuff is comfortable. I've always looked at women in Japan and like, how are you wearing that particular shape of slippers and you're not slipping and falling? But I bet you it's so comfortable. After our stop at Asakusa, we bought some art and more ceramics. We ended up heading to Tsukiji. Yes, Tsukiji. We ended up heading to Tsukiji fish market, or the fish market in Japan. And when I tell you that it's the best place that I've tried a fatty tuna in my life. The fish market opens at 5 and closes by 2, but there are still some vendors that stall around and are there till possibly 6 or 5-ish. And so we made it just in time to try this fatty tuna sushi. I think I don't know how. Again, my experience whenever I travel to Japan is just to try the food. I think the first time when I went to Japan, my crave was like, oh my god, the curry bread, their pastry. But this time around, I've thought about the sushi dishes, the dishes that I had in Osaka. I'm thinking about the pancakes. Like, it was just like new experiences and new layers of like flavors that I tried that are sticking with me in memory until my next ticket. And when I tell you that I am looking forward to my next trip to Japan, because there's so much to explore of this island. There are other spots we visited like Jimbocho. Jimbocho is one of my favorite cities or towns to visit whenever I'm in Japan. There are not a lot of tourists there. However, it's a popular book district in Tokyo, and whenever I'm there, I visit this store called Magni where I purchase magazines from, like fashion magazines, vintage fashion magazines. Again, watch the other hauls. You're going to see what I got. Ginza is also another popular district to visit whenever you're in Japan. There's just a lot of stores and fashion. There's a lot of fashion houses placed in Ginza, and I believe that the fashion experience you get when visiting Ginza is like you're treated not because of how you look and people sizing you up like, oh, do you have money or are you what? They treat you as you are. Like they look at you and they treat you regardless of if they knew you were going to purchase an item or not. Very attentive. I did get a few cards, which when I'm returning back to Tokyo, my intention is to purchase at least 1 or 2 fashion house products that I have yearned to collect or add to my collection. Stopped at Dan Quixote to buy a couple of products, and I notice people tell you that the store is overstimulating, but if you can get skincare, I recommend getting skincare. I also stopped at a flea market. I feel like Kitazawa was one of those places for the fashion girlies. If you want to see a lot of fashion and explore, Kitazawa is the place for you. Stopped at the flea market, got a couple of things from there, which again, you're always in the hall. But if you visit places like Shinjuku, you know that it's all vibey up until like 3 or 4 a.m.
Amazing parties, amazing parties. So it's a trade-off.
After that, headed to Osaka on the bullet train. Now, the last time that I was in Japan, the only time I took the bullet train, I believe, was taking the bullet train to Narita, where I caught my flight out of Tokyo. But this time around, I took the bullet train to Osaka, and I recommend getting the green car experience, which is a bit like, I believe, $40 or $50 more expensive than the regular car sitting. So heading back to Osaka on the green train. Everything that is not working wherever you're from. I'm from Nigeria and I also live in the US. And boy oh boy, it's always mind blowing. And of course there's Wi-Fi on board. You can't experience how fast the train is going, like you can't experience it physically, but you can tell with the time, and it's always on time. The Shinkasen bullet train leaves every 10 minutes to Osaka, and so you could literally get there and book your ticket, and 10 minutes later be straight to where you're headed to. I feel like that experience made me think about the infrastructure deficits in Nigeria and in the United States. I don't think you can just easily catch the train to another state in the United States on the same day and the price is stable. I love when countries just think about how their systems function for the people that live in it. I feel like the United States is such a capitalist country that people only look out for themselves, and even the systems that are built are systems that are built to disenfranchise. And only when those who need to benefit, like the billionaire class or the political or the elite class, need to use a system, will they build it, and then others can benefit from it. I miss when billionaires thought that their money was for the goodwill of people. And so being in Japan just reminded me of why systems are built. Like everywhere we went to, from the trains to the hotels, there were systems that were built for accessibility, for the blind, it was really nice.